Good evening, brothers and sisters. It's Brother Paul here. I've got a very unusual dream here. And I've actually ignored this one because, as you're soon to find out, it's a very strange visual. But the scriptures behind it are very decisive and very interesting. So here we go. In this dream, which I had back in October, I was witnessing three people entering a bar, and they were, of course, drinking and stuff. And I saw them go into the washroom, and they began to urinate in a boys' room. These were three men, and I suddenly noticed there was water on the floor, and then it's like I backed up and I saw someone with a water hose pressure, like a firefighting fire hose, watering these guys with so much pressure that they fell onto the floor. And I wrote to be sober-minded, and I wrote out in public at a nightclub, out at night, and they desperately wanted to get out. And that was the dream. So it's very short and sweet. So I began to look into what I could find with this. So when I wrote three persons, the number three had a lot of significance. The first one is it represents wholeness, completeness, and perfection, which is called the stamp of completion. The meaning of number three in the Bible is it's the beginning, the middle, and the end. From a human perspective, it's the body, the spirit, and the soul. And from the supernatural God aspect, it's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So number two, I was looking for bars and tavern, and I found bars, which was in Matthew 10:33. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before the Father, which is in heaven. Number three, I was looking for the word urinating, and I found a Matthew 18:20. For where two or three are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst of them. I looked for water, which was in Isaiah. This was number four, Isaiah 12:3. Therefore with joy shall ye draw water out of the wells of salvation. Number five was floor, was a Micah 4:12. But they know not the thoughts of the Lord, neither understand they his counsel, for he shall gather them as the sheaves into the floor. Number six was sober-minded, which was a 1 Peter 4:7. The end of all things is at hand. Therefore, be self-controlled and sober-minded for the sake of your prayers. Number seven was in public, 1 Timothy 4:13. Till I come, give attendance to reading, to hortation. Sorry, I might have said that. Exhortation. To doctrine. And I actually didn't know what exhortation meant, so I looked it up, and it means to address, to communicate, to empathetically urging someone to do something. I was looking for at night, which was a John 9:4. I must work the works of him that sent me, while it is day. The night cometh, with no man can work. Number nine, I was looking for wanted to get out, which I found escaping, which was a Psalm 68:20. He that is our God is the God of salvation, and unto God the Lord belong the issues of death. And I forgot earlier in my interpretation to look up pressure, because there was a pressure hose, which was a John 8:34. Jesus answered them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, whoever committeth sin is the servant of sin. So I reread this a few times, and I am not a natural interpreter, but I just want to say it seems very clear that in the times we're living in, people need to decide very soon, what side are you on? Are you in the world, or are you with God? Anyway, I love you guys. I hope this message is received. Have a wonderful evening, and take this to your prayers and ask for discernment. And maybe this is for somebody. I get the feeling that this is for somebody specific. And anyway, I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.